Hi, I'm Colin Rock. I wrote Songs for Joss, which is a song diary covering over 40 years. Wrote one song per year for Joss, whether she wanted it or not. I was just a friend of mine, as a musician, came around with his girlfriend a few years ago, and he'd written a song for her, so he sat her down and faced her and sang the song to her. And I realised that I've never ever sang a song to Joss. I just don't do that. I sang the song knowing that she could hear it. Like I'd sit in this, where I am now, in fact, she'd be just in there in the kitchen, and she'd hear it, and I'd sing like that. It was sort of an unwritten rule that I never faced her and sang the song. Doesn't that say a lot about me? I have to mention two songs in this little podcast, and the first one I got to mention is London Eye, which, as you can, it was written in London, but it was actually written on the day of the bombings. I think it was July 2005. We were on the South Bank. We were staying at a friend's place looking after their child, Fergus, little baby, and we were just waiting to go to King's Cross, to our new flat. Of course, that was that's where the bombing was. So we couldn't go. We waited. Joss was on standby, being a nurse, and ended up going in to help with the crisis. And I wandered around the streets a wee bit. Everyone was very friendly. It was a real blitz type mentality, I wandered back down to where we often went with Fergus down to the London Eye. There's a little tree down there, a little bank. We'd sit down to this little tree, which is probably quite big now, sing him little songs, play little games, and have a picnic. Did that very often, looking out over London. It was a great spot. And anyway, I wrote a song called The London Eye, about crying through the London Eye. I thought the words were quite good, but I couldn't. The tune wasn't great. Anyway, Richard Spencer did a version. Although I had never said to him, I don't think he did a very good job. It's the only one he never did a very good job on. Either, I don't know whether it was a little bit flat, or maybe he just didn't like the song. I didn't say anything to him. Of course, anything he does is a hell of a lot better than mine. The second song is called "You Blame Us, Baby Boomers." And it's true, isn't it? The young, we often get quite a bit of flack for being baby boomers. For some unknown reason, just existing is annoying. To some people, they say we have too much money, wrecked the world, and too much leisure. Well, I can refute two of those things. It seems to be getting very dark in here. I don't quite know what it is. Something to do with the camera, I guess. We have leisure because we're retired. I'm 75. We've got a modest house, but we've only just finished paying it off. And and when we travelled, we worked to pay for travel and did it all on a smell of an oily rag sort of thing, wrecking the earth. Might have been a bit complicit in that. There we go. That's You Blame Us, Baby Boomers. And in that, I sort of try and point out that, when you're born, when every one of us was born, there's a hell of a lot of stuff out there which previous generations have built for you, given to you for nothing. It's free. Be grateful. Okay, I think really that's all I have to say. I'll stop that now.
Skipping to the rhythm as I'm watching all the people roll by. Sunny day in London, looking through the London Eye. I watch the river flowing and the ferry showing people everywhere. The towers and the steeples, Trafalgar Square. High above the most beautiful palaces, the pokey little places we adore. Marks of majesty, scars of fire playing war. The double-decker buses and the taxis and the London Underground, never-ending rhythm, looking through the London Eye. High above the most beautiful city in the world. Look at me, I'm beautiful today. I can see forever, and I've seen so many people say goodbye. Sunny day, I'm crying from the London Eye. But come again and let me show you wonders only Londoners can know. Sunny day, I'm smiling through the London Eye. High above the most beautiful city in the world. Look at me, I'm beautiful today. Can you see?
Now. Does it
When
taste?
you see your granddad
Oh, no way.
here
No.
in my hat and boots and underwear, all your grandkids sit around my knee and accuse me of hypocrisy. Well, that's how it seems to me. You blame us baby boomers for all those social tumors. We might have made a few small blunders, but consider all the wonder. You don't do that, do you? You say we boomers never show our shame. Don't realize that we're the ones to blame for all the troubles of society, for all your anguish and anxiety. Bobby gave you all of this for free. Yes, we did. We gave you bread and honey. We gave you love for money. We gave you manly hugs. We gave you sex and drugs. Oh, I wish I had some now. We made genetically modified corn for you. Showed genetically modified porn to you. And swapped that old encyclopedia for your anti-social media. And we gave all of this for free, yes we did. We gave you bread and honey. We gave you love for money. We gave you a plastic soul. We gave you rock and roll. When you were born, we tried to hide the pain. Our parents taught us never to complain. Yeah, you might have found your own reality, but who gave that opportunity? No need to thank us, it was free. Well, you blame us baby boomers for all those social tumors. We made a few small blunders, but consider all the wonders